I drank way too much coffee this weekend. I have been trying to get some writing done. I'm writing a script. As a lot of you guys know, I do have like a Monday to Friday job, so I get a lot of my writing done over the weekends, or at least I'm trying to. And I go to coffee shops to write because I am not someone who's very good at writing at home. However, in LA, to find a good coffee shop to work at is incredibly hard. And I have been just going to Starbucks, but I haven't really found that perfect coffee shop to get writing done. Even the Starbucks that I go to is not perfect. There'll be times where I can't find a seat, it gets really cold. So I am on a mission to find great coffee shops in LA to get work done. I am going to be going to 5 different coffee shops over the course of a few days, and I'm going to be rating them on a scale from 1 to 10 on if I think that they're a really great coffee shop to work at. Of course, I'm going to be judging them on, was there actually any space available for me to work at? Were there outlets? Was there Wi-Fi, and was it reliable? I'm also going to be judging them based on parking, because parking in LA is incredibly difficult to find, and I don't want to have to struggle to find parking. Also, I am going to be judging them based on their coffee or food or tea, whatever sort of thing that I decide to get. I will be noticing things like natural light, because that's really important to me. The first one is Bricks and Scones. That is the name of the coffee shop. I've actually been recommended this place by friends, and they say it is a great place to get work done. However, they've said that it can be hard to find a seat. It's been raining today, and so Bricks and Scones does have outdoor seating, but since it's been raining, I doubt anyone's going to be sitting out there since it's going to be entirely wet. And so that means inside it's going to be a lot more crowded than usual. Anyway, yes, it is 10 a.m. on Sunday, so I'll let you guys know what the crowd situation is like at Bricks and Scones at that time. It's about 2 hours later, I am back in my car, and I loved Bricks and Scones. We found a table right away. The coffee was great. I loved my scone because I figured I had to get a scone if I went there. So I got a mixed berry scone. I did see a lot of outlets upstairs. It definitely was a good work environment where they had some music playing in the background, but it wasn't too loud, but it also wasn't completely quiet. The seats were really comfortable. They had cushions on them, and I just loved the vibe of the place. Parking was very, very easy. There's 2 unisex bathrooms. Also, what I really liked about Bricks and Scones was just its location. It's in Larchmont, and there's a lot of other cute shops and restaurants nearby. There was actually a farmer's market in case after your work session you just wanted to walk around or go shopping or something. And overall, I would definitely be coming back. The only negative I would really give it was that it was a bit expensive. Just for my iced coffee and a scone, it was like $8.50. So I'd probably give Bricks and Scones an 8.5 out of 10. Just because I could see some people at peak hours maybe having trouble finding a place to sit. Also, the fact that it was just a little bit pricey. Those are the reasons why it has an 8.5 out of 10. But besides that, it was really, really great. So this is the coffee shop to beat. Coffee shop 2. It is the next weekend now. It is Saturday at 9:45 just about, and I am in the parking lot of our next coffee shop, which is Coffee Connection. Now, what's really interesting about this coffee shop was my friend and I, we wanted to go to this coffee shop last weekend, but instead we went to Bricks and Scones. The reason we didn't actually go to this coffee shop last weekend was they are closed on Sundays, and we did not realize that Coffee Connection is closed all of Sunday until about 1 a.m. before our Sunday morning coffee meeting. So we ended up going to Bricks and Scones. So now it is Saturday, and I am finally here at Coffee Connection. I've been looking forward to trying this one out. They have a very large parking lot, or large for a coffee shop in my opinion. I had no problems parking. There are a lot of other parking spots around me, and it's 9:45, almost 10 a.m. on a Saturday. So I think that is pretty good. I'm looking forward to trying their coffee, getting some work done, and I will let you guys know what I think in just a bit. gosh, I love Coffee Connection. It is amazing. I honestly was like gonna be pretty critical of them considering they were closed on Sunday, but I loved Coffee Connection so much. It was so perfect, so cute. There were plenty of places to sit. The service was really, really great. They were friendly, and also the prices were pretty reasonable. I got a medium-sized Americano for $3, which I think is pretty good, and it tasted good as well, which is always important. And they also have like a stamp card where after a certain amount of drinks that you get there, you get a drink free, which I love. That's actually one of the reasons why I'm always going to Starbucks, is because I love the point system. And then also there were so many places to sit. You could sit at the traditional like chair and table indoors, or they also had an outdoor courtyard, which was so cute. It was adorable and really, really pretty. And since it was a little bit cold out, they actually had heat lamps to keep you warm. I actually decided to sit on the other side of the courtyard in this area where there were a bunch of like leather couches. The Wi-Fi was great, so reliable, did not have any issues with that. It was free, of course. It did get more crowded later in the day. I was there for about 2 hours, but there were definitely still places to sit. I also loved the music and the decor. It had like a very medieval European vibe to it. It was just really, really cool. And also I loved the music. It was like a happy folk kind of music. I will say though that the music was pretty loud, and then with people talking and chatting. If you are someone who prefers a quiet work environment, this is not really the place for you. But for me, I prefer music playing. I like some background noise while I'm working, so for me it was perfect. They also had some snacks available. I didn't see any full meal options. This isn't really the type of place where you would go get lunch. It's more of like you get a coffee and, you know, a muffin or a coffee and a bag of chips, that sort of thing. And they have a bunch of options for that. So overall, I love this place. As you guys can probably tell, I would give Coffee Connection a 10 out of 10 if they were open on Sundays. However, since they're not open on Sundays, I'm gonna dock them 2 points for that. So sad. It breaks my heart. So I'm gonna give them a total of 8 out of 10. Now I'm gonna be going to my third coffee shop. I hope it's as great as the first two. I don't normally go from coffee shop to coffee shop, but since I'm making this video, I'm gonna meet up with my friend Caroline. We're gonna get some work done. And so yeah, I'll see you guys there. Coffee shop number 3 is Verve Coffee. I'm going to the one on Melrose. It is in a pretty popular area, but I did find some street parking and I'm allowed to be parked here for 2 hours for free. So it ended up working out. I'm about to go in and I'll let you guys know what I think of Verve Coffee. I just got back from Verve Coffee and I have to say I wasn't really the biggest fan. First off, parking, not the greatest. I was able to find parking, but Caroline told me that she had to look for like a half hour to find parking and then walk about 6 to 8 blocks to the coffee shop from where she parked. You can find parking, but overall it's not the best. Also, I got an iced chai tea latte since I didn't want another coffee drink, but it was pretty expensive. I got it with almond milk and it was $6, which I find pretty pricey. Also, I wasn't a big fan of the drink. It was pretty crowded there. We were able to find seats and they were actually pretty comfortable. They were outside on these like cushion seats, but I did notice some other people had some trouble finding a place to sit. I did see some people standing and talking. There was a line for the bathroom. The bathrooms actually weren't even as clean as the last 2 coffee shops that we went to. And yeah, I didn't try any of their food, but they did have food available. I was thinking about getting some, but I just didn't want to spend that much money. It was very much like an elevated, chic, you know, coffee snob kind of coffee shop, honestly. But it felt overall more of like a place where you would sit and meet with someone for coffee rather than get work done at a coffee shop. I did have some trouble getting access to the Wi-Fi. They do have free Wi-Fi, but it's a little bit iffy. It didn't hit those things that I'm looking for in a place that I can get work done. So taking that all into consideration, I would give this coffee shop a 6.5 out of 10. But it would be a nice place to have a coffee meeting with someone, and it's very cute. The fourth coffee shop is Intelligencia in Silverlake. It is now Sunday, it's 11 a.m. I'm ready to get some work done. I actually don't know if this will be the best coffee shop to get work done. The reason why I added Intelligencia to my list is because it's very well known, very popular. I have been wanting to go to this coffee shop for probably over a year now, and I just never have. So now is the perfect time to try this coffee place out. Intelligencia surprised me. When I was going in, I was wondering, is this really going to live up to all the hype? Or is it just going to be another stuffy, snobby coffee place? But I was really pleasantly surprised. The customer service was great. They were really nice. I just got a classic latte and it was so good. Like, it was one of the best lattes I have ever had. It was also cute and perfect for like an Instagram photo. Also, their Wi-Fi was great, very reliable. I was able to find seating outside. It was a little cold out. They did not have heat lamps like the other coffee shop did. I had a jacket on, so it wasn't too bad. There were other people sitting outside. The thing is, they have indoor seating and outdoor seating, but there's not that much indoor seating. But outdoors, you know, people would sit there, talk for an hour, and then get up and leave with their friend, and then there'd be another free seat. So finding a place to sit doesn't really seem to be an issue at Intelligencia, even at like noon on a Sunday. Getting here and parking is probably the biggest downside of Intelligencia, especially if you don't live in Silverlake. I noticed that a lot of streets around here, they had no parking on Saturdays and Sundays. Besides that, I really enjoyed my experience. The bathroom was nice and clean. There was a line for the bathroom, but it was a popular coffee shop. So taking that all into consideration, I would give Intelligencia an 8.5 out of 10. I would say Intelligencia was a success. I got work done. It was a great work environment. And yeah, I'm excited to go to my very last coffee shop, which is one of my friends have recommended me. So I'm very excited to try it out. I feel like it's more of a hidden gem. And so I'll see you guys there in just a bit. Coffee shop number 5, the fifth and final one, is Hyperslow. It's by the Grove, and it's actually a part coffee shop, part yoga studio. We're just going to the coffee shop today. So I just parked and I'm about to go in, and I'll let you guys know what I think about Hyperslow in just a little bit. So Hyperslow is actually part of something called Yarrow Café. I didn't know that until I got there, and I was greeted as soon as I got in. They had a really friendly, great customer service. However, overall, I was pretty disappointed. When I first got there, I ordered an Americano, and it was a little over $4 just for an Americano. Now, if you guys remember, at Coffee Connection, for example, I also ordered an Americano. It was about the same size, and over there, it was $3, and at Hyperslow, it was a little over $4. But honestly, all these coffee shops have been, you know, kind of expensive. They're not like a Dunkin' Donuts or anything like that. You are going to be paying a little bit more. But yeah, it was just a little bit more than some of the other places. And then what really bothered me was the Wi-Fi. They had free Wi-Fi to use, password protected, and I tried multiple times to try to get into their Wi-Fi. And then once I finally connected to their Wi-Fi, it wasn't actually working. And while I was there, I actually saw a couple people complain that their Wi-Fi wasn't working and they couldn't get any work done. And the woman just said it's because a lot of people are on the Wi-Fi right now. She tried, I guess, to reset it, but it still wasn't working. And this bummed me out because I really wanted to like this place because my friend loves this place, but the Wi-Fi just never worked. So I wasn't able to get any real work done, or the work that I wanted to get done. But overall, parking was really easy. Lots of street parking available. It was a smaller cafe, but since it's just not as well known, I didn't have an issue finding a seat. And also they had a lot of food options. People were ordering sandwiches and eggs and stuff like that. My drink was good. It wasn't the best Americano I've ever had, but it was definitely good. Honestly, I've had way too much coffee this weekend, and I'm gonna be taking a break from caffeine for a little bit. So taking that all into consideration, I would give Hyperslow a 7 out of 10. But yeah, so those are my 5 coffee shop reviews. Here are the final results. So yes, as you can see, Bricks and Scones and Intelligencia tied for first, and then Coffee Connection was right after that. Honestly though, my favorite of all the 5 was Coffee Connection. If they were open on Sundays, they would have beat out Bricks and Scones and Intelligencia. But yeah, maybe there is a better coffee shop out there. If you guys know of a great coffee shop in LA to do work, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to check it out. Even though I've really enjoyed a lot of these coffee shops, you know, there might be something better out there. So let me know if you have a favorite coffee shop in LA or even in your hometown if you don't live in LA. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and then hit that bell so you're notified every single time I make a new video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.